Hey guys, welcome back to Broke Boy Customs. I'm just showing some pros and cons of the OBS Chevy Silverado. Now, one of the biggest cons about these damn things, besides the transmission, just so happens to be the grill. As you can see right here is cracking. Right here is completely separated. But that is mainly because the grill comes stock plastic, where if you can see that one, it is aluminum, which holds up a lot better. I haven't had time to upgrade this one to aluminum. Now, I also upgraded the bumper. That's a California Smoothie bumper on that one, where this one's just the stock one. Now, right here, this little dent, this is the biggest pro about these damn things. That dent's caused from a deer I hit going like 50 miles an hour, and that's all it did right here. Didn't even tear up, I don't even know what the fuck this is called, but it didn't tear up that or nothing. And this over here, this California Smoothie, we're gonna walk over here and look at it. Grass did that. That's not even a stain, that's in the bumper. And this is a $500 bumper. I know that's not a lot, but I figured it'd be tougher than that. Now, I'm not sure if it's just this one, because this is the first time me and Dad has ever had this bad con. Is one, the brakes. This thing just sucks, because I'll try to take it off. It's the seal in it likes to break. It ain't sucked back down there yet, but whenever it wants to, it'll suck that whole gasket up in there. And it'll take it about a month to do it. I just fixed it the other day, so it ain't had the time. That and this right here is a bit, it's always bits put on right here and right here. These two hardest ones to put on. I've never had an issue with these sides right here, just these two. But that's the biggest con, is it'll randomly suck the plastic gasket down in there, I guess is what that is, and it'll let it all leak out. Another issue I've only ever seen out of this truck, these two bolts, I'm not sure if you can see them, this one and that one right there, like to come loose, which causes the steering column, because that's the two bolts I guess that hold it in, will lift up and make it to where you can't steer for shit. Now, that is like the worst thing about the truck right there. That, and it needs an alignment like a motherfucker, but that is on me. But that, no, I think that's really it on the steering part. Now, something to love about this truck though is the interior. It's nice. Right now it's messy because, well, I ain't really cleaned it. But my favorite thing is the cup holder. Mine ain't in there right now. Mine broke. Well, kind of broke. The person that had this truck before me just put duct tape around it, and I didn't know until it fell apart. But that's probably one of my favorite parts. It has little compartments in it, like right there. Has this, pardon my tools. It has this. I keep my hand warmer in there, and some glasses my cousin gave me. I was wearing these at work to piss off my boss. Cup holder, two more cup holders right there. Now, please and pardon the door. I have no idea what happened to that one. This one's out of the 97 up there. I mean, that's just so I could open my door. And, I mean, all out, I love this one. That one, I got to take the whole panel off and reconnect the thing to the handle, so that way you can open the door from the inside. You can still open it from the outside, just not the inside. Now, I think these mirrors on the 95 come stock with a 95, but for the 92 over there, those are not stock. Normally it has the metal mirrors, which are awesome. And something I hate about these is, I call it the Dodge dash, because, well, it cracks like a Dodge dash does. That, and all the clips like to break whenever you change out the radio right here, which is something else I love about the 95 compared to the 92, because the 92, you just have, this ain't here, I don't think, and it's way over here is where your radio is, and it's just a pain to put in there. Something else I like about the 95 compared to the 92 is it's got three of these, which mine don't work. I gotta get a new fuse or something to it. And you got 3 charging spaces if you need it. If you got the car charging thing for it, I forgot what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. The little thing you just plug in there. And really, that's a luxury to have. The mirror, I ripped the mirror off because I don't like the mirrors. I wish it was like up here or something. Well, that's just me. Now, another thing is this button right here. It turns on my dome lights whenever I'm driving, and it does not like to stay. As you can see, I have to push it like 50 times. I mean, simple gauges. I like the 92 though, where it's just push, pull. Then this controls the brightness. I'm sure y'all already knew that. I'm sorry, this controls the brightness. I really like how comfortable the steering wheel is to hold too. Perfect size for your hand all around. To where these newer vehicles, it's actually thicker right here, at least on the ones I've drove. And I don't like that. I like the old. I really wish this was a wooden or something, because that would make it feel better. But I'd need a wood grain dash and doors to really make that fit. And something else you cannot beat in these 90 vehicles are the butterfly windows. I call them butterfly windows. I don't know what the hell they're actually called. Side windows. And that really helps with airflow and everything like that. I really, in general, like the interior, because, I mean, it's held up from 1995. Now, the 92 doesn't have it. I'm going to put 2 flags on that one. I'm thinking about an American flag up front and a Dixie flag in the back, but that's just me. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there or not, but I might disregard what I said about the interior. I also like that it has, I don't remember which one's for, I think this one's for getting in, this oh shit handle, and that oh shit handle, and that one's for getting out, but I don't know, I could have it backwards. And that's another good thing about these trucks, they got 2 of those right there, so that way they've thought about it, and they're like, it's more comfortable to get in and out. The driver's side don't have a mirror, passenger side does. Someone I went to school with didn't really know a lot about Chevys, and he thought they all had the mirror on the driver's side, which I'm happy they don't. I think that's about it on the inside, and I really ain't got much else to say about it, because other than that, I really don't have issues besides the damn transmission. I do like the manual 4-wheel drive. I hate that one because it ain't a manual 4-wheel drive. It's that push button shit. That 97 over there, which I'm trading once my boss gives me the title to that one for this one. But this one's technically mine since that one's already here. And the rear end of that one's in that truck. Because that truck, when my dad traded his Yukon for it, I traded him this truck, the 95, for the 92. So that way I could have a nice truck. And now that truck's about to get, I need the transmission, and then it should be race ready, theoretically. And I'm going to start taking it to like Centerville and, what the hell's that other place called? I'll think of it later, but I'm going to take it to like Centerville and, no. I can't even think of it, but I'm going to take it to racing. And I'm going to use this truck as a pulling truck. And I just hate that one because it's got that push button. Now, we took the seats out of it too. The back seat to that one's also in that one, which is about to go back in that one because I don't really care for the back seat. And that should theoretically be ready to go. That was my dad's work truck. Him and his dad built it. Then me and my dad built that one and this one. Because my grandpa was alive for a little bit of that one. Just not very much of it. And my grandpa wasn't alive at all for this one. So my dad, he really holds on to that truck. Because that was his old work truck and they built it. They put like 3-inch rough country body lift on it. And a 3-inch, what the hell's the other one called? Suspension lift, I guess. And now this suspension lift's on this one. It's got a 3-inch suspension lift on 35s by, I don't even know. I think it's stock width, but correct me if I'm wrong. And other than that, this should be it. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. You ain't got to, but I'd prefer you did. Have a good one.